Good morning. Is it working? Test, test? Okay. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Mayor Mary Ann Baldwin, the City Council, City Manager Marshall Adams David, Police Chief Estella Patterson, and the entire Raleigh Police Department, welcome to the Raleigh Police Department's Academy Graduation Ceremony. Please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Raleigh Police Department Honor Guard and the national anthem sung by Academy staff member, Senior Officer Kendall Strawn.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Reverend Paul Anderson, one of our police chaplains, will now deliver the invocation.
Good morning. May we bow our heads in a word of prayer. Gracious and almighty God, we gather here today with hearts full of gratitude and hope as we celebrate the accomplishments of these dedicated men and women who have completed their training at the Raleigh Police Academy. We thank you for their commitment and their courage and sacrifice they have made to reach this significant milestone in their lives. As they step into their new roles as protectors and servers of our community, we ask for your divine protection to be upon them. Guard them in every situation, granting them wisdom in the moments of uncertainty, courage in the face of danger, and compassion in all their interactions. May they be instruments of justice, fairness, and peace, serving with integrity and honor. Lord, we lift up their families and their loved ones who've come to support them through this journey. Bless them with strength and with peace, knowing that their loved ones are walking a noble path. Guide these new officers as they uphold the law, protect the innocent, and work to make our community a safer place for all. May your presence be their shield, and may they always be guided by the principles of justice and mercy. And it's in your holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Anderson. You may be seated. Thank you to family, friends, members of the police department, and guests for joining us on this very special occasion. Today, we are recognizing the graduates of the 129th Academy and the 2-2023 Lateral Academy. This is a very special occasion, and we are honored to share it with you. I am Commander Patrick Gorman, and it is my pleasure to lead the ceremony this morning. Please allow me to introduce the special guests on stage. Raleigh Police Chief Estella Patterson, Deputy Police Chief Zachary Lischetti, Deputy Police Chief Rico Boyce, special guest Judge Ashley Parker, Major Derek Ford, Detective Division, Major Brian Harrison, Field Operations Division North, Major Bobby Latour, Field Operations Division South, Major Eric Goodwin, Office of Professional Standards, Training Director Dan Hicks, Reverend Paul Anderson, Raleigh Police Chaplain, and Deputy City Clerk Ralph Piccini. I would like to thank any City Council members, elected officials, and any City staff who may be present today as well. We also extend a special welcome to any of our retired Raleigh police officers and retired civilian employees, members of fellow law enforcement agencies, our Raleigh Police Foundation members, and any other special guests who may be joining us here today. We are happy to celebrate the graduation and swearing in of our newest officers. Thank you all again for celebrating with us. At this time, I invite Chief Patterson to the podium for remarks.
Thank you, Commander Gordon. Good morning. My name is Estella Patterson, and it is my honor and my privilege to serve as your Chief of Police for the Raleigh Police Department. This is a department that serves the capital city, and we represent the best that North Carolina has to offer. If you hear slight excitement in my voice, it is because I am always elated when there's an opportunity to recognize the accomplishments of our team. As I look into the audience at Class 129 and lateral class graduates, I see the results of extraordinary effort. I see the fruit of long hours of study, especially those legal blocks. I know that Judge Gessner took y'all through the ringer on some of those classes. I also see resilience and a willingness to keep going even in the face of adversity and repeated setbacks. Some of you had to apply several times before you were hired by the Raleigh Police Department. But today, I also see accomplishment. Your hard work has paid off, and I'm happy to be among the first to publicly say congratulations. As your chief and as your biggest advocate, I'm extremely proud of each of you and what you have accomplished. And this is just the beginning. I firmly believe that you are going to do amazing things to advance our police department. I know that I'm not the only one that stands here proud of these individuals. The entire Raleigh Police Department is excited and ready for them to join our ranks in protecting and serving our great city. And I'm also sure that there are some proud moms, dads, wives, husbands, brothers, sisters, family members out there. In fact, I'm looking at y'all, I see you grinning from ear to ear, just happy for today. And yes, we are here to recognize the accomplishments of our graduates, but we know today absolutely could not be possible without the many, many special people that have been instrumental in helping all of our graduates arrive to this moment. So I'm going to ask to all the immediate and extended family members of our graduates, can you please stand? We want to acknowledge you and honor you. All the family members, please stand. You look wonderful. Thank you. If I haven't already, I want to officially welcome you into the Raleigh Police Department family. I want to thank you for standing by your loved one and for supporting this police department. To all our public safety brothers and sisters from other police departments and agencies and jurisdictions, as well as any military service members or veterans, if you are with us, please stand. We want to recognize your service as well. Please stand. All our veterans, our other service members, thank you. Thank you for your devotion. To all our distinguished guests joining us today, thank you also. I know Commander Gordon has thanked you, but I thank you also for attending and for your continued support of this police department. With us today is our city manager, Marshall Adams David. Thank you so much for being here and supporting us. To the Providence Church family, I want to thank you for opening your doors to us. You are always an amazing partner. Anytime we call upon them, they are there for us, so thank you. And I'd like to take a point of personal privilege to publicly thank one of the hardest working units in our police department, and that is our recruitment unit. They have the difficult task of going out and finding the best and the brightest and bringing them into our fold. While everybody else in the department gets time off and breaks here and there, the recruitment unit never gets that opportunity. In fact, right now they are busy trying to seat our class 131 that will be coming in 2025. If there are any members of our recruitment team that are here today, please stand. We want to acknowledge you. I see one. We only need one. Officer Brown. Thank you for your work. Also, too, I'd like to commend our public affairs unit, who showcases the many events and activities throughout this police department. They featured Class 129 in their Journey to the Badge series. And if you haven't seen it or seen the first couple of segments of that, go on YouTube and look it up. You have to see that. I want to thank them for their diligence and their work. To Lieutenant Borneo, who's not here with us, he's assisting with the VP visit, but Lieutenant Borneo, Detective Chris Gay, Darren Todd, and also Kylie Ellenberger, and Andrew Hyatt, who served with our PAO team for about 1.5 years, but he has transitioned over now to the city communications. Thank you all for the work that you do. Please stand and be recognized as well. Darren's already standing. You can't miss him. One other acknowledgement I'd like to make is that of our incredible training staff, who, similar to our recruitment unit, does not get the opportunity to take time off. We have been running recruit classes with a minimum of 50 students per class since 2022. And they have been responsible for not only training all of our new officers and our new recruits, but also conducting the training for our entire police department. And they have done it shorthanded. They have not had full staffing to do this. Truly, they are a phenomenal team of trainers. I'm so proud of the work that they do. They know their stuff. And what I love most about them is that they won't compromise our standards. They set a very high bar, and they do an outstanding job. So to Director Hicks and Lieutenant Stanley and the entire training team for this department, I want you to know that we see you and this department appreciates you. So thank you to our training staff. This morning, we have an accomplished and impressive guest speaker that I'm anxious to introduce to you. But before she comes forward, I'd like to remind Class 129, our lateral officers, and the entire police department of our 2024 Department Word of the Year, which is TEAM. And for me, it stands for Together, Everyone Achieves More. To our graduates, more than ever, as our department is growing, as we are strengthening, we have to rely on the collective efforts that keep us and brings everybody to the table. I told you yesterday during our leisurely run, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm still feeling some kind of way about that comment about my San Francisco 49ers. Officer Baldy, you need to see me after this ceremony. But I told you yesterday, we are one team with one mission, fighting one fight with one purpose or one outcome, and that is to serve and protect the residents of Raleigh and also to serve one another. Way back in January, on day one, when you arrived, you came to us as individuals. But today, you stand as one team. It is teamwork that got you here, and embracing the team will keep you here. As you embark on your next step, which is your field training phase, I charge you with maintaining a team mindset. That is, taking those affirmative actions and steps that's in the best interest of the whole, for the betterment of the community and for this police department. Also, too, don't forget your why, because your why is what makes the team stronger. I always ask every recruit class why they chose the Raleigh Police Department. They could have chosen any agency in this whole country, maybe even this whole world, but they choose to come to RPD, and the reasons that they give me and what they share with me always inspires me. Roscoe Cox, you said your why is you knew if you wanted to be the best version of yourself in this career, you needed to learn from the best, and RPD represents the best. Ralph Francis, you said that your why is after obtaining your citizenship and living in New York, you wanted to move somewhere with better weather, which is good, that's here. But also, too, you wanted a department with excellent training, and you were able to witness that during the academy. Jada Ortiz, you said your why is because our department is participating in the 30 by 30 initiative, which aims to increase the number of women in the profession by 30% by the year 2030. Ms. Ortiz, I look to you to help us meet that goal by encouraging other women to come into the ranks. Rebecca Rampani, you said that your why is because you feel this profession will strengthen your faith and enable you to live towards the words of the prophet Isaiah, which are to do good, to seek justice, and correct opposition. John Luna Reyes, you said your why is to be the first person in your family to have a career that helped those who had a rough upbringing. You want to show them that even though they've made mistakes, there is still hope in life. I know you will help those along the way when you get out in the field. Stephen White, you said your why is to work in a city that's fast-paced and action-packed. You are in the right place. Tanner Smart, you said your why is to make the community safer for your family. You also want to be an example to your boys that no matter how old you are, it's never too late to achieve your dreams as long as you're willing to put in the work. I like that. So to class 129 in our laterals, do not ever forget your why. Let it be the reason you put on your uniform and you come to work even when you don't quite feel like it. Let it be the reason that you put the extra effort to do a little more investigative work before clearing that call and going 42. Let it be your contribution to the betterment of our city and to our department. Each of you have given so much of yourself to arrive where you are today, and selfishly, I'm going to ask you to keep giving for the greater good, for the collective, and for the team. I love it what Michael Jordan said in his speech when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. He said one of his coaches told him that there is no I in team. And Michael Jordan, being the person that loves to prevail, he said, yeah, coach, you're right, but there is an I in win. I think we all recognize that when all the I's contribute in a significant way, everybody walks away with a win. So class 129 in laterals, I say congratulations to you on your accomplishment, and I bid you Godspeed in your next phase. At this time, it is my distinct honor and my privilege to introduce our keynote speaker, Judge Ashley Parker. Judge Ashley Parker is a district court judge in the 10th Judicial District, which encompasses Wake County. Prior to her appointment by Governor Roy Cooper in 2017, Judge Parker served the citizens of North Carolina as an assistant attorney general at the North Carolina Department of Justice and as assistant district attorney at the Wake County District Attorney's Office. Judge Parker graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology from Wake Forest University, and she graduated cum laude from North Carolina Central University School of Law. She has been practicing law since she was 24 years old, And at age 30, Judge Parker was the third and youngest African-American female to hold this position in Wake County since the district courts were established over 50 years ago. She is a leader in her own right and an example to many. She is a friend of RPD and an asset to Raleigh and the Wake County community. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished guest, Judge Ashley Parker.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We could do a little bit better than that, y'all. Good morning.
Good morning.
What an exciting day. It is such an honor to be here. And Chief Patterson, thank you. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for the invitation. But thank you for being the epitome of grace, class, and professionalism. When I'm out in the community, she's out in the community. And if she can't be there, she sends a video and I send her a picture of the video. She is the community chief. Can we give her a round of applause for her leadership for RPD? And congratulations to the 129th class of the Raleigh Police Department. Y'all can smile, it's okay. That's a court order, you can smile, okay? They'll get y'all later, but I got you right now. This is a phenomenal achievement that you and no one else should ever take lightly. Not everyone makes it to this day, and I want you to never forget that. And since you will be engaging with many of our youth and honestly looking at many of your faces, I felt like it's appropriate for me to not only congratulate you the basic way, but to congratulate you the way that our young people would. Bet. This wasn't light work. You ate. Low key, fam, it's busting how you got through this. You're the GOAT, no cap. Give yourselves a round of applause. And I'll tell you one thing that people don't really realize that officers and judges have in common. And that's the fact that we don't have a first name anymore. We now go by our last names. So as I looked at your graduation program, I realized there are no first names, it's just your last name. So hashtag I can relate. And I also want to be the first to not only congratulate you, and like I said, it's such an honor to be here to welcome you into this noble profession. But there's one thing that I've learned over my several years now in public service, and I want to be the first to do something that you likely will not get very often or hear very often, and that is a thank you. Thank you for your willingness to serve our community. Thank you for your willingness to put your life on the line. Thank you for your heart and passion for our people. Thank you for walking in your calling and your purpose. Thank you for your why. And I promise you that your obedience will not be in vain. Furthermore, as you know, you hold one of the most important roles in our justice system because you hold the ability most of the time to determine whether someone is free or not. And that is not something to be taken lightly. And it's my understanding from Chief Patterson that the RPD's word of the year was team. And I'm sure you talked a lot about being a team and what it means, and I love her wonderful words. But I want to challenge something in you right now. And Chief, please don't not ever invite me again for what I'm about to do. But just stick with me, because I want to challenge you about something. Because when I was thinking about what the words I wanted to say to you, I thought about what I would want someone to say to me when I was graduating and getting ready to walk into my profession, not knowing what to expect. And so I'm going to challenge you on the definition of team. It is all the things that Chief Patterson says. But I also want you to remember that you cannot be truly part of a team unless you are team me. Now hear me out. I'm not talking about being arrogant, self-centered, or narcissistic. No, I'm encouraging you to be selfish so that you can be selfless. Wait a minute, Judge, you're not making sense. They haven't escorted me off the stage yet, so stick with me. I'm gonna break it down just a little bit further. I'm asking you to make sure that you prioritize your mental health. Let's be honest. You're going to see some of the most jarring and disturbing things. You are going to deal with insurmountable pressure that I witnessed right in that back hallway even before I stepped up on stage. You are going to handle people in crisis mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and you will have to process and compartmentalize the unthinkable. And the only way that you can do that is to make sure that you take care of you. So yes, like I said, you're going to have to be selfish to be selfless. You need to be Team Me. And I know that we are told there is no I in team. Michael Jordan spoke his words that we all got to win. But baby, you can't win if you're not worried about you at the same time. And I want you to remember that as someone who is constantly putting yourselves on the line, constantly giving yourselves for others, that it's okay to take time for you. You are not meant to carry the world on your shoulders, so don't. In other words, you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't have anyone else's six if you don't have your own. Did I get that right? All right. People have made poor decisions because their ego wouldn't let them ask for help. They wouldn't be honest about what they were struggling with, and it resulted in a tragedy that didn't have to be, in poor decisions that didn't have to be made. You have got to practice self-care. You have got to take care of yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually if you want to be your best in this job. So what does it mean to be Team Me? Well, I too like acronyms, Chief. And so to be Team Me, the T stands for you need to be teachable. You don't know everything, and thinking that you do will stress you out. You have an amazing group of people who love and care about you and want to see you succeed. And it is perfectly okay to ask the dumb questions because there are no dumb questions. Before you step out and do something, understanding that you have someone's life in your hand or someone's freedom in your hand, or that decision can affect someone collaterally, the consequences of which can affect them for the rest of their lives. Make sure that you don't have a problem asking the question, asking your supervisor, asking for help. And the T also stands for don't be afraid to seek therapy. It is time for us to destigmatize the fact that people say that people don't need therapy. And even if you are a Christian, I tell you, you can have Christ and counseling, Jesus and therapy. You can have both. And while you are strong and nobody's taking that away from you, the true strength comes in recognizing your weaknesses and not being afraid to ask for help with those weaknesses. The E stands for be expressive. Nobody can read your mind, and nobody knows what you're going through if you don't tell them. Now, I'm not saying post everything on social media, and I'm not saying put your business all out there. But what I am saying is get you a group of people that love and support you and will have your back. I call them my life board of directors, and I don't know what I would do without them. They tell me the good, the bad, and the ugly. No haters, though. No haters are allowed. But they are my team. They are the people that hold me up. But I have to express to them what I'm going through so that they can hold me up. Don't be afraid to express yourself to the people that you trust. A means to accept the things that you cannot change. The serenity prayer says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You are going to be encountering people that you want to see and give them that hope and give them that opportunity and tell them that they can do it. And baby, they will look you right in your face and say, okay, and you'll see them right back next week. I have had to acknowledge that even in court this week as I have been struggling with parents and trying to get them to understand how important it is for them to get it together for their children. And I realize I can only take them up until a point, but they've got to do the rest. I've had to acknowledge the fact that I can't want something more than they want it. I had to let that burden off of my shoulders. I had to let my codependency go and my control freak nature go. And I encourage you to do the same. Accept the things that you can do. And if it takes them 10 to 15 times to do it, that's okay. We continue to give grace, the same grace that's been given to us. But we also do not allow ourselves to stress about people and situations that we cannot change. And lastly, the M stands for maintain the things in your life that bring you peace and joy. Whatever that is, make sure that you prioritize those things. For me, it's my word, getting up first thing in the morning. If y'all ever saw me at the courthouse before a court, I'm in the parking deck listening to gospel music, trying to get my head right for what I'm about to go through. and the nonsense I'm about to hear. I'm in the gym working out, whatever. They're like, oh, you work in the gym now? You work out for, to look good. No, baby, I work out so that my mind is right. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to snap, right? Do whatever it is for you. Whatever it was that got you here, that got you through this academy or gets you through life, continue to do those things. Continue to prioritize those things and make sure that you take care of that. Your family, your friends, everybody needs you to be the best version of you. Because to whom much is given, much is required, and you have a huge responsibility that's now being thrust on your shoulders. You hold people's lives and futures in your hand every day, so make sure that every time you put on that fancy uniform, looking all good in your blue and black, that you are good. You are needed and necessary, and we appreciate you. Your mental health has got to be a priority in this profession. So don't be afraid to be teachable and go to therapy. Be expressive about what you need, accept the things that you cannot change, and maintain the things in your life that bring you joy. Be Team Me so that you can be Team We. Congratulations again, and welcome to this noble profession. God bless.
Wow. Judge, thank you. Thank you for those words of wisdom, those nuggets. She said you got to be selfish so you could be selfless. Remember that. Amazing. And Judge, I'm going to ask you to come up one more time. We have something special for you. Just a small token of our appreciation to you when you're out there working out. There's something in there for you for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Patterson and Judge Parker, for those thoughtful remarks. At this time, I invite Training Director Hicks to the podium to introduce us to our graduating class.
Thank you, Commander. It is a tremendous honor to be able to present to you the successful and eager graduates of the 129th session, as well as the 22-2023 lateral session of the Raleigh Police Academy. Their successes in the Academy in all aspects of academia, physical training, and practical skills training are going to be recognized today. I'd first and foremost like to recognize the members of the training staff who are with us today, who have worked tirelessly to prepare these men and women to become Raleigh police officers. Please stand as your name is called. Training Lieutenant Derek Stanley, Academy Commandant Sergeant Anthony Wimberly, Firearms and Tactics Sergeant Chad Goss, Field Training Program Sergeant Bobby Hudson, Academy Staff Training Officer Matthew Reeves. I'd also like to recognize Academy Staff Training Officer Brittany Markley, who could not join us today. She recently became a mother. Chief said we can't have more staff, so we went with the long route. We're making our own. Academy Staff Training Officer Chelsea Baldy. Academy Training Officer Kendall Strawn. Reality-Based Training Unit Officer Ryan Lippard. Reality-Based Training Unit Officer Eric Scott. Reality-Based Training Unit Officer Harvey Slade. In-Service Training Officer Sandra Sinani, who also served on our Honor Guard. Firearms and Tactics Training Officer Sean Murray. Firearms and Tactics Training Firearms and Tactics Training Officer Justin Patton. I'd also like to recognize our Staff Support Specialist at the Academy, Lauren Razor. She keeps our schedule moving and all of us on track and does a wonderful job. Grateful to have her. The diligent and steady effort poured into our recruits from this staff and our adjunct instructors that support the training mission is apparent given the success of the 129th and our lateral academies. Please join me in giving our training unit one more round of applause. Since January 16th of this year, the 129th Academy has worked tirelessly to meet the goals of the state of North Carolina and the Raleigh Police Department's BLET program. The state mandates 640 training hours as a minimum standard for basic law enforcement training. The Raleigh Police Department in our academy nearly doubles that standard with just over 1,200 hours of basic training, culminating in a comprehensive state examination of 300 questions drawn from over 2,500 pages of printed material. All the recruits before you today are here because they successfully navigated the challenge that was set before them by the Raleigh Police Academy training program. The 129th Academy also has internal class leadership that I am proud to introduce to you now. As your name is called, please stand. Class President, recruit Jacob Gadwell. Vice President, recruit Jado Ortiz. Our class secretaries, recruits Roscoe Cox and Rebecca Rampani. And class treasurer, William Ford. At this time, I invite recruit Gadwell to come to the podium with his remarks.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, respected instructors, and my fellow graduates, good morning. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as a class president for the 129th session of the Raleigh Police Academy. Today marks a significant milestone in our lives, a day we've worked tirelessly for over the last 7 months, and a moment we will cherish forever. First and foremost, let us acknowledge and thank those who have supported us on this journey. To our family and friends, your unwavering encouragement has been our foundation. Your belief in us has kept us going through the toughest moments. To our instructors and our mentors, your wisdom and dedication have shaped us into the officers we are today. We are deeply grateful for your guidance and commitment to our success. As I look out to my fellow graduates, I am filled with a profound sense of pride and admiration. We have come from diverse backgrounds, each with our own unique story, but we have been united by a common purpose: to serve and protect the community of Raleigh. Our journey through the academy has not been easy. We have faced physical, mental, and emotional challenges, but we faced them together. We have learned the importance of teamwork, integrity, and perseverance. The training we have received has prepared us for the realities of law enforcement. We have been taught to handle high-pressure situations, to make split-second decisions, and to act with empathy and fairness. We have learned that being a police officer is not just a job, but it's a calling. It requires a commitment to justice, a dedication to service, and a promise to uphold the law with honor. Today, as we receive our badges, we are not just entering a profession, but we are joining a family. The bond we have formed here will extend into our careers, into our lives. We have become brothers and sisters, ready to support each other in the face of adversity and to celebrate each other's successes. As we step into our roles as officers of the Raleigh Police Department, we do so at a time when the world is watching. The responsibility we carry is immense, but I have no doubt that we are ready. We must be the embodiment of the values we hold dear, such as service, courage, fairness, integrity, and compassion. We must be the guardians of our community, striving to build trust and foster a sense of safety and security for all. We're about to embark on a journey that will be filled with challenges and triumphs, moments of doubt and moments of clarity. There will be days where the weight of our duty feels heavy, but it is in those moments that we must remember why we chose this path. We chose it because we believe in making a difference, in standing up for what is right, and being a force of good in this world. In closing, I want to remind my fellow graduates that today is not the end, but it's the beginning. We've been equipped with the knowledge and skills to succeed, and but our true test lies ahead. Let us go forth with determination and with a steadfast commitment to serve our community with honor and integrity. May we always uphold the values we have learned here, and may we always serve with pride. And on behalf of the Raleigh Police Academy, Class of 129, whenever there's a call for service, we say, send me. Thank you.
Thank you, Recruit Gadwell. Congratulations to all the recruits for what you've accomplished both individually and as a team. You've certainly shown your dedication, your professionalism, and solidarity by the efforts demonstrated during your training. Well done. At this time, I invite Academy Commandant Anthony Wimberly to join me at the podium to assist with presenting class awards. After completing 1,210 hours of the basic law enforcement training at our academy, the following awards are presented to recruits who distinguish themselves in specific areas of achievement. The first award presented is the Academic Award, which is based on the average of individual results from 38 written examinations throughout the academy, each delivered at the end of a respective block of instruction. With an academic average of 98.19, this award is presented to recruit Tanner Smart. The Physical Fitness Award is compiled from the average of 3 Police Officer Physical Abilities Tests, or POPAT as we call it, designed by the North Carolina Justice Academy, as well as 3 physical assessment tests. The POPAT is a timed, continuous sequence of actual and simulated job task events that measure basic individual abilities directly related to the law enforcement profession. The physical assessment test includes a timed 1.5-mile run, a 300-meter sprint, maximum sit-ups and push-ups in a minute, maximum bench press, and maximum vertical leap. The score from each of these 6 events is calculated based on metrics from the Cooper Institute. With an overall fitness average of 92%, this award is presented to recruit Jacob Gadwell. The LH Knight Driving Award is presenting to the outstanding driver for each academy based on 68 hours of practical day and night driving courses, which include such things as the serpentine exercise, the evasive exercise, fixed radius curve, offset lane maneuver, precision course, emergency response driving, and pursuit driving. With an overall average of 99.64%, this award is presented to recruit William Ford. The Firearms Award is next, and it is based on the average scores for day and night handgun qualifications, as well as day and night decision-making combat course scores. The recipient of this award with an overall average of 99.8% is recruit Tanner Smart. The AA Boone Motivational Award presented to the police recruit that has demonstrated the consistent ability to motivate and inspire the recruits of their class, and who displays outstanding character even when faced with adversity. This recruit exemplifies the core values of the Raleigh Police Department. The Academy staff has selected recruit Xavier Clark as the recipient for 129. Our final class award, the Captain Robert L. Bunn Memorial Award, is presented to the outstanding graduate of each Academy class based on the following categories: academics, physical fitness training, driver's training, firearms training, peer evaluations, and staff evaluations. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the recipient of the Bunn Award for the 129th Academy, with an overall Academy average across all categories of 95.5%, is recruit Jacob Gadwell. I'll offer to our family and guests here in the class as well, as they know, the competition at the top of this class was extremely tight. The training staff was dissecting decimals in order to get to winners here. They all earned it, although we do appreciate the irony that Ford won the driving award and that Smart won the academic award, because that just makes our hearts happy. We'd like to take a moment, Sergeant Wimbley, I need you back, and Sergeant Goss, if you would come up as well. I'd like to take a couple of moments to have a special presentation here. We have two of our staff members that have served with us for a significant amount of time, both on the staff and as a department as a whole. Officer Reeves, Officer Patton, if you would come up to the stage and join us, please, for a moment. All offered on behalf of the sergeants that Sergeant Goss, Sergeant Wimberly have the pleasure of supervising Officer Reeves and Officer Patton, who are both going to be celebrating their retirement come October 1st of 2024 after completing their service with the Raleigh Police Department. Ladies and gentlemen, these two officers here represent a collective of 60 years of public service to our nation and to our city. They are both military veterans of the United States Marine Corps, the United States Air Force. They have served our city with distinction. They are going to be sorely missed, that is for sure. They serve as team leads on their teams, assisting the sergeant and obviously the entire agency with their efforts and training. They have been stalwart bastions of the training unit for many years. They've both served on our tactical teams. They've both served in patrol. They have both taken on a number of special assignments at the behest of the Raleigh Police Department, and they have served with distinction the entire time. They will be sorely missed. Chief, that's two that I need back. And we are going to continue training on. So I look forward to being able to enjoy them in their lives and their retirement. I do look forward to seeing them again. I'm sad to see them go, but I'm so very proud of them that they have gotten to this point and deserve the retirement that they have earned. Congratulations. We have reached the point in our program that we have all been waiting for, the presentation of our new officers. Chief Patterson, Deputy Chiefs, I present these recruits to you as they prepare to join the ranks of the Raleigh Police Department. Each of these recruits has selected someone special in their lives to share this moment with them. As I call out your recruit's name, please come forward and join them on stage to pin their badge. Audience, if you would, please hold your applause until after we complete the pinning. The chief is ready to put them into service now, so we're going to move this thing along. If you would hold your applause until after they are pinned, I do greatly appreciate it. Ian Agra Martinez. Ian was born and raised in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Upon completing high school, he attended and graduated from Florida Atlantic University with a bachelor's degree in finance. Ian moved to Raleigh in 2024 to attend the Raleigh Police Academy. He will be assigned to the North District. Ian is joined today by his mother, Maria Agra, sister Fernanda, and girlfriend Dara. He will be pinned by his mother. Zachary Boyles. Zachary was born in Columbus, Ohio, and moved to Montville, Connecticut in 2008. After completing high school, he attended Appalachian State University, earning a bachelor's degree in chemistry with a concentration in forensic science. Zachary moved to Raleigh, where he then decided he wanted to join the Raleigh Police Department. He will be assigned to the downtown district. Zachary is joined today by his mother, Rebecca, and father, David, and his sister, Hannah. He will be pinned by his mother. Chad Carlisle. Chad was born and raised in Raleigh. After graduating from Southeast Raleigh High School in 2002, he attended the University of North Carolina at Pembroke. Chad worked various jobs until joining the United States Army in 2014. He served 7 years as an infantryman at Fort Hood, Texas, and 2 years as a respiratory therapist at Fort Riley in Kansas. Chad earned an associate degree in respiratory therapy and achieved the rank of staff sergeant before being honorably discharged in September 2023. He will be assigned to the Northwest District. Chad is joined today by his wife, Janelle, and parents, Carl and Kim Carlisle. He will be pinned by his wife. Xavier Clark. Xavier was born in Raleigh, raised in Garner, North Carolina. Upon graduation from Cleveland High School, he worked various jobs before joining RPD. Xavier will be assigned to the Southwest District. He is joined today by his father, Frazier, mother, Christy Mangum. Sister Khadijah, nephew Donovan, and girlfriend Shatara Fulton. He will be pinned by his parents. Roscoe Cox. Roscoe was born and raised in Greenville, South Carolina. Upon completing high school, he attended North Carolina State University, graduating in 2023 with a bachelor's degree in criminology. Roscoe will be assigned to the North District. He is joined today by his parents, Bob and Ann, brothers Lee and Hollis, and sister Ann Stewart. Roscoe will be pinned by his father. Jonah Crespo. Jonah was born in Cleveland, Tennessee, raised in Reading, Pennsylvania, and moved to Raleigh with his family in 2009. Upon graduation from Middle Creek High School, Jonah attended college at Lee University in Tennessee. Jonah will be assigned to the Northwest District. He is joined today by his parents, Carrie and Mary Ellie, his brother Josiah, his grandmother Maria, and his fiancée, Lauren Stoltzfus. He will be pinned by his fiancée. Evan Delgado. Evan was born in Miami, Florida, and moved to Andrew, North Carolina in 2008. Upon completing high school, he worked various jobs before settling in as a correctional officer for the state of North Carolina. After 4 years, Evan left the Department of Adult Corrections to attend the Raleigh Police Academy. Evan will be assigned to the Northwest District. He is joined today by his fiancée, Tiffany, and their 3 children, Nathan, who is 5, Alana, who is 3, and Caleb, 1. Evan will be pinned by his son, Nathan. John Dunn. John was born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Upon completing high school, he attended Carroll University, earning a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. John moved to Raleigh in January 2024 to attend the academy. He will be assigned to the Southwest District. He is joined today by his parents, John and Tamara Dunn. He will be pinned by his father. Elijah Ellerby. Elijah was born in Queens, New York, and raised in Raleigh. Upon completing high school, he worked various jobs before taking a job with the Wake County Sheriff's Office as a detention officer. In 2023, Elijah left Wake SO to attend our academy. He will be assigned to the Northeast District. He is joined today by his parents, Gustav and Tanya, his sisters, Jasmine and Jade, and his uncle, Kenneth Ellerby. He will be pinned by his father. Nathaniel Elliott. Nathaniel was born and raised in Henderson, North Carolina. Upon completing high school, he enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, where he served 4 years as a corporal in the 2nd Battalion, 3rd Marines, working in radio communication. He was honorably discharged in 2020. Nathaniel will be assigned to the Southeast District. He will be joined on stage and pinned by his wife, Moonlight, and their son, Killian, who is 1. William Ford. Will was born in San Antonio, Texas, and raised in Asheboro, North Carolina. After high school, he attended the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, graduating in 2019 with the Bachelor of Arts in Peace, War, and Defense, with a concentration in national and international security. He was also a member of the UNC Chapel Hill cheerleading team. Will be assigned to the Northwest District. He is joined today by his parents, Michelle and Randy, and his partner, Gabriella. He will be pinned by his father. Raul Francis. Raul was born and raised in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Upon completing high school, he worked various jobs before serving as a police officer with the Jamaica Constabulary Force. In 2017, he migrated to the United States, settling in the Bronx, New York. In January 24, Raul moved to Raleigh and to attend the Raleigh Police Academy. He will be assigned to the North District. He is joined today by his wife, Brittany Lyons, son Kahim, sister Milicia Bowen, and his mother-in-law, Paulette Crenshaw. He will be pinned by his wife. Jacob Gadwill. Jacob was born in Oak Harbor, Washington, and raised in Calvert County, Maryland. Upon completing high school, Jacob attended West Virginia University for 2 years before enlisting in the United States Marine Corps. Prior to attending our academy, he worked as a project superintendent for a local building company in Sanford, North Carolina. Jacob is excited to start his career as a law enforcement officer, and as such will be assigned to the Southeast District. Jacob is joined today and will be pinned by his fiancée Alexis and his brother Zachary. Alec Gonzalez. Alec was born in Riverside, California, moving to Raleigh as a teenager. Upon graduation from Rollsville High, he worked various jobs before becoming a diesel mechanic tech. Alec will be assigned to the Southwest District. He is joined on stage today by his parents, Nick and Jennifer Gonzalez. He will be pinned by his father. Timothy David Harris. David was raised in New Hampshire and moved to Wake Forest in 2014. After completing high school, he enlisted in the United States Army, where he served 5 years as an airborne infantry sergeant in the 82nd Airborne. In 2024, David was honorably discharged and moved back to Raleigh and joined our department. He will be assigned to the downtown district. He is joined today by his parents, Timothy and Lynn Harris, and his girlfriend, Caroline Lombardino. He will be pinned by his father. Darian Hemby. Darian was born and raised in Raleigh. Upon completing high school, he worked at Publix before joining the United States Army, earning the rank of Private First Class and working as a parachute rigger. Darian will be assigned to the Northeast District. He is joined today by his grandmother, Bertha Hood, his mother, Shantae Creech, sister, Diamond Bryant, and girlfriend, Yadira DePena. He will be pinned by his grandmother. Gary Johnson, Jr. Gary was born in Raleigh but raised in Clayton, North Carolina. After completing high school, he attended Lewisburg College. Gary will be assigned to the downtown district. He will be joined today by his parents, Gary Sr. and Kathy Johnson, sisters Victoria and Jordan, and his girlfriend, Jasmine Bunn. He will be pinned by his mother. Mark Kazaki. Mark previously served with the Raleigh Police Department as a sworn officer from 2015 to 2019 when he left RPD to pursue career aspirations at the federal level, but life had other plans. After spending the last 3 years running his own business and attempting to ignore his calling to life in public service, Mark has returned to answer that calling and his true passion here at RPD. He will be returning to the downtown district where he previously served. Mark will be pinned today by Raleigh PD Captain Van Antwerp and Lieutenant Johnson. Good. Congratulations. Trevor Limper. Trevor was born in Raleigh, raised in Clayton. Upon completing high school, he attended college at East Carolina University. Trevor will be assigned to the Northeast District. He is joined today and will be pinned by his father, retired police captain Brian Limper. John Luna Arias. John was born in New York and raised in Hackensack, New Jersey. Moving to Raleigh in 2023, he attended the Raleigh Police Academy. He will be assigned to the Northwest District. He'll be pinned today by Academy staff member Senior Officer Reeves. Lionel Mason Jr. Lionel was born and raised in Hartford, Connecticut. Upon completing high school, he attended the University of St. Joseph's, earning a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Lionel moved to Raleigh in 2023 in order to attend our academy. He will be assigned to the Northeast District. Lionel is joined today by his girlfriend, Janelle Martinez, and his parents, Lionel Sr. and Patora Billy. He will be pinned by his father. Felix Melgoza. Felix was born and raised in Burlington, North Carolina, moved to Durham in 2010. After completing high school, he enlisted in the United States Army National Guard, where he served for 6 years as a sergeant in the communications field. On May 22, 2024, Felix was honorably discharged from the National Guard and now aspires to be a great patrol officer. He will be assigned to the downtown district. He is joined today by his parents, Felipe Melgoza, Latanya Holt, and his son, Andres, who is 1. He will be pinned by his mother. Kevin Mitchell. Kevin was born and raised in Wake County, North Carolina. Upon completing high school, he attended Wake Tech Community College for 2 years and then transferred and graduated from Appalachian State University, earning a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Kevin will be assigned to the Southwest District. He is joined today by his parents, Jason and Tracy Mitchell. He will be pinned by his father. David Olson. David was born in New Haven, Connecticut, and raised in Apex, North Carolina. Upon graduation from Apex High School, he attended Greensboro College. David later decided to become a firefighter, serving with the Raleigh Fire Department for 10 years. Seeing the light, he is now part of us and will be assigned to the Southeast District. David will be joined today by his fiancée, Brooke, and his mother, Leslie. He will be pinned by his fiancée. Jada Ortiz. Jada was born and raised in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Upon completing high school, she attended college at North Carolina State University, where she graduated with her bachelor's degree in finance. Jada will be assigned to the Northwest District. She is joined today by her parents, Antonio and Denise Ortiz, and significant other, Raleigh Police Officer Felix Cepeda. She will be pinned by her mother. Michael Palmieri. Michael was born and raised in Bound Brook, New Jersey. Upon completing high school, he worked full-time with his family's moving company. In 2023, Michael moved to North Carolina to attend the Raleigh Police Academy. He will be assigned to the North District. Michael is joined on stage and will be pinned by his wife, Brianna. Nicholas Patron. Nicholas was born and raised in Long Island, New York, and in 2019 moved to Wake Forest, where he completed high school. Nicholas then enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, where he served as a rifleman, earning the rank of Lance Corporal. He was discharged in 2022. Nicholas will be assigned to the North District. He is joined today by his parents, Ernest and Anna, his siblings, Thomas, Angelina, John, and David, sister-in-law Angelina, and his girlfriend, Alejandra Valentina Ramos. He will be pinned by his father. Noe Puentes. Noe was born in Lancaster, California, but raised in Raleigh. Upon graduating from Wakefield High School, he attended Wake Tech Community College. Noe will be assigned to the Southeast District. He is joined today by his wife and son, Greta Leon and Andres Puentes, who is 1. He will be pinned by his wife. John Quigley. John was born and raised in New Rochelle, New York. Upon completing high school, he attended John Jay College of Criminal Justice. Moving to Raleigh in 2021, he then worked in the restaurant industry before attending the Raleigh Police Academy. He will be assigned to the North District. John is joined today by his parents, Jack and Jeannie. He will be pinned by his father. Rebecca Grace Rampani. Grace was born and raised in Raleigh, North Carolina. Upon completing high school, she attended North Carolina State University, graduating in 2021 with a bachelor's degree in economics. In 2022, Grace began her employment with RPD, serving with our recruiting unit. After working there for a year, she applied for and was accepted into the 129th Academy. Grace will be assigned to the Southwest District. She is joined today by her husband, Robert, her parents, Gwen and Todd Stott, and her sister, Hannah. She'll be pinned by her husband. Christopher Ritchie. Christopher was born and raised in New Albany, Mississippi. Upon completing high school, he attended college at Itawamba Community College and earned an associate degree in criminal justice. Christopher is also a specialist in the Army National Guard, serving as a combat engineer. He aspires to be a great patrol officer in the Southeast District, where he'll be assigned. Christopher is joined today by his wife, Callie, who will be pinning him. Joseph Santa. Joseph was born and raised in Long Island, New York. Upon completing college at the University of Hartford, he worked various jobs before starting a career as a medical device sales rep. In 2021, amidst the pandemic, Joseph moved to Raleigh to follow his dreams of becoming a police officer. Joseph will be assigned to the North District. He is joined today by his fiancée, Kristen, who will be pinning him. Kelly Shaw. Kelly was born in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and moved to Stevens Point, Wisconsin in 1999. After completing high school, she attended St. Augustine's University as a student athlete, running both track and cross country, and triple majored in exercise science, human performance and wellness, and physical education. That wasn't enough. Upon graduation, Kelly enlisted in the U.S. Army and was assigned to the 515th Transportation Company in Germany. In 2019, Kelly was honorably discharged and moved to Florida before moving back to Raleigh to join RPD. She will be assigned to the Southeast District. Kelly is joined today by her mother, Elsa Wood, her sister, Shireen Watkins, and her 3 children, Makai, who is 7, and twins, Aiden and Jaden, who are 3. Her mother will be pinning her. Tanner Smart. Tanner was born in Kansas City and raised in Phoenix, Arizona, where he attended Sunrise Mountain High School. Upon completing high school, he moved to Flagstaff, where he worked in EMS. In 2022, Tanner moved to Raleigh with his family and joined RPD. He will be assigned to the Southwest District. Tanner is joined today by his parents, Deborah and James Smart, his wife Jessica, and their sons, Bennett, who is 6, and Callan, who is 2. He will be pinned by his son, Bennett. Leighton Smith. Leighton was born in Florida but raised in Raleigh. Upon graduating from Sanderson High School, he attended North Carolina State University, graduating with a bachelor's degree in criminology. Leighton will be assigned to the Northeast District. He is joined today by his parents, Virginia and Rochelle, his sister Cameron, and girlfriend, Shaylee Cookett. He will be pinned by his mother. Robinson Urena Jr. Robinson was born and raised in the Bronx, New York. He moved to Raleigh in 2020 to attend Wake Tech Community College, graduating with an associate degree in criminal justice. He joined the Raleigh Police Academy shortly thereafter. Robinson will be assigned to the Downtown District. He is joined today by his parents, Robinson Sr. and Delana Robinson, siblings Danielle, Daniela, and Rebecca, and his grandmother, Flor. He will be pinned by his father. Brendan Vanderhoof. Brendan was born in Morristown, New Jersey, and raised in Lords Valley, Pennsylvania. Brendan is a triplet along with his sisters Bailey and Kayla. Brendan attended Wallenpaupack Area High School before enlisting in the United States Marine Corps. Earning the rank of sergeant, he served for 8 years as an infantryman and deployed 4 times. Brendan will be assigned to the Southeast District. He is joined today by his mother, Lynn, and his father, Ray, who is a retired narcotics detective from the Mount Olive Police Department in New Jersey. Brendan will be pinned by his father. Stephen White. Stephen was born and raised in Andover, Massachusetts. At 10 years old, he moved to Wake Forest with his family and has been in the area ever since. He attended Heritage High School and upon graduation, attended North Carolina State University, where he studied sociology with a focus in criminology. After graduating from state, he worked various jobs, but ultimately answered the call to join the Raleigh Police Academy. Stephen will be assigned to the Southwest District. He is joined today by his parents, John and Joanne White. He'll be pinned by his mother. Caden Wilhelm. Caden was born and raised in Sweeney, Texas. Upon completing high school, he joined the United States Army and served for 3 years as a specialist in the 82nd Airborne Division. In 2024, Caden left the Army to attend the Raleigh Police Academy. He will be assigned to the Northeast District. Caden is joined today by his mother, Kim Mohan, his father, John Wilhelm, and sisters, Brianna and Amanda, and his girlfriend, Rachel Watson. He will be pinned by his father. Jordan Wright. Jordan was born and raised in Clayton. He attended Cleveland High School and worked various jobs before settling on a job at a feed and supply store where he found his passion for livestock animals. In 2023, Jordan joined the Raleigh Police Academy. He will be assigned to the Southeast District. He is joined today by his fiancée, Haley, and their daughter, Beckham, who is 3 months old, born during the academy. Also, his uncle, DeCarlo Sanders, will be joining him on stage. He will be pinned by his uncle. The 2-2023 lateral session of the Raleigh Police Department commenced on December 12th of 2023, with 2 lateral officers successfully completing the training program. They have both already been sworn into service with Raleigh PD, but we are formally recognizing them here today. The Lateral Academy is an accelerated training program designed to prepare currently certified police officers for service with our agency. The Lateral Academy consists of approximately 12 weeks of intensive training that includes academics and policy review, physical fitness training, driving and firearms training, and tactics training. After completion of the Accelerated Academy, lateral officers are then transferred to field training, where they have an opportunity to demonstrate the skills they already possess, along with new skills they learned in the Academy, returning to us for mandatory continued training as necessary. It is my pleasure to introduce the members of the 2-2023 Academy to have them recognized here on stage. Scott Graham Carson. Scotty was born in Da Nang, Vietnam, and moved to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in 2001 with his adoptive parents when he was 5 years old. Upon completing high school, he went on to play soccer at Roberts Wesleyan College, where he earned his bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Scotty had previously worked for the Pittsburgh Police Department in Pennsylvania before moving to Raleigh. Scotty is looking forward to the new and exciting challenge of continuing his career with RPD and serving this community. Scotty is assigned currently to the Southwest District. He will be pinned by Senior Officer Reeves. Carlin Seymour. Carlin was born in Southampton, New York. He always had an interest in becoming a cop from a young age, and after graduating from Farmingdale State College with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, he went on to join the New York City Police Department, where he served for 2 years. Carlin moved to North Carolina in 2023 to attend the Raleigh Police Academy. He aspires to one day join our fugitive unit. Carlin is assigned to the Southwest District. He is joined today by his mother, Priscilla, and sister, Danielle. He will be pinned by his mother. Congratulations to each of our new officers and to their family members and friends who have supported them on this journey. Please join me in giving them all another round of applause. To make this official, I now invite Deputy City Clerk Ralph Puccini to officially swear in our new officers.
Good morning, or should I say good afternoon, soon. Chief Patterson again, thank you for this honor. Judge Ashley, you make me want to be a recruit. Thank you for those wonderful words, seriously.
It's a good problem.
And now, recruits, the moment you've all been waiting for. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will be alert and vigilant to enforce the criminal laws of this state, that you will not be influenced in any matter on account of personal bias or prejudice, that you will support and maintain the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina, not inconsistent therewith, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge and execute the duties of your office as a law enforcement officer according to the best of your skills, abilities, and judgment. So help you God.
I do.
Congratulations and welcome to the City of Raleigh.
Thank you, Mr. Puccini. On behalf of Chief Patterson and the entire Raleigh Police Department family, thank you again for joining us today for this very special occasion. And again, congratulations to each of our graduates. I would also like to thank a few people for assisting us in making today's event memorable. Rich Heyman and the staff at Providence Church for hosting our ceremony today. Our guest speaker, Judge Ashley Parker, our piper from the Wake and District Pipes and Drums Band, the Raleigh Police Department's Honor Guard, our chaplain, Reverend Paul Anderson, members of Raleigh PD's Public Affairs Office, members of the Administrative Services Division, our Police Department volunteers, the Raleigh Television Network for recording today's event. At this time, please stand as we prepare to retire the colors and remain standing for the benediction. At the sound of our piper, we will conclude with a recessional led by our honorees and command staff. On behalf of the Raleigh Police Department, we would like to invite everyone to join us for heavy hors d'oeuvres in the lobby immediately following the ceremony. Thank you.
May we prepare for our benediction. Before I pray, I want to say to our judge, being a Baptist preacher, I want to extend to you an opportunity to preach in 2 Sundays. Thank you so very much. May we pray. As we conclude this momentous occasion, may the blessings of God Almighty go with each of you. May you walk with courage and serve with integrity and uphold the highest standards of justice and peace. May you be strong in the face of adversity and compassionate in those moments of need. And with all wise decisions, may you be a source of hope and safety for our community, and may your actions always reflect the honor of the badge that you wear. May the love and support of your family and friends sustain you in every challenge, and may God's protection and his hand guide you through every trial. Go with confidence, knowing that you do not walk alone. God's presence is with you. And now, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And may the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and grant you his peace. And may he bless our time together in fellowship. Amen.
Thank you.